area A, B, C below. So we write the formula defining this triangle. The formula is that area, or I'm writing it in simple, you are writing this sign here. This sign indicates a triangle. I'm not explaining it more because maybe I remember I've learned it in Form 2. So if you make the sign like this one, it will indicate a triangle on the top. So triangle A, B, C equal to half, if you remember the formula, and base times height. You may write it in simple like this one, or you may use the whole words like here. B base, H height. So substitute your given value. B, this is half, times B, which is 4 meters, times H, which is 2 meters. In this case, we're taking 4 meters and filling it, because here it is meter, and the meter times meter, it is meter squared. So for this case, this also with this one, we're going to left with 4 meter squared. This is the area of triangle ABC. Triangle ABC. Wanna compare here? So let me repeat here because you are not looking it very well. So we are saying that the area of triangle ABC equal to half and base times 3. Are they looking? No. You know that. So here it is half times base, which is 4 meters, times height, which is 2 meters. So for this case, 2 and 2 cancel. We're going to have to it 4 meters times 1 meter here. It is going to be what? 4 meters squared. This is your area of triangle ABC. You have to conclude getting the result. Yes, again, we've got different types of triangles. So let me go to the next type of triangle. A triangle with attitude inside. A triangle with attitude. Look at the figure below. Just bring it in. Yeah. So this is my triangle. So I'm just drawing it like this way. So I'm putting the attitude inside this. This is an attitude. In normal way, we can say that the height, this one, the triangle with height inside or attitude inside. So for this case here, let me write A, B, C. So suppose here we have got 2 sides here. Suppose the distance from here, we put it in. So the distance from A to D, let me call it A. The distance from D to C, let me call it B or C. And the distance from here, let me call it E, like this. But this attitude, let me call it H. So suppose they're asking you to find the area of triangle like this one, which is of which the height is precisely inside. This one. For this case, we need to think about how many triangles we have from there. Here, if you look well, we have got 2 triangles. This is the first triangle. and this is the same triangle.
Oh, wow.
So for this case, we need to find the area of the first triangle, and then we're going to add area of the second triangle. So let me show you how to do it. So for this case solution, we're just finding the formula of finding this kind of triangle. As we have told you before, this is here was something that it is the right angle triangle, the first one, and this is the second right angle triangle. So find the area of this first triangle, area of triangle, let's say A. I'm lighting this side here, triangle A, B, D, plus area of the second triangle, which is area of second triangle, which is B, B, C. It's a B, B, C. So I've got two triangles there. So what we're supposed to do here, we are finding the area of this first triangle as usual. As we have done in the first case, it is half times base times height, plus again here, half times. So my base here today, it is A. So I'm putting it here. My height, it is H. If you look at it, is composed here. My base here, it is C times my height, it is H. So for this case here, I'm just natoa nje zile zinazofanana at the left hand side and at the right hand side. This is half. Here I have got half. Here I have got H, and here I have got H. So I'm substituting outside H. Half. So here I'm putting this is half, and I'm putting H. So inside I'm going to left with A here, plus here I'm going to left with C. For this case, remember the distance from A to C, or inside of it, we have got to the distance AB plus BC. So if you look well, this B, let me use it B. Without confusing, let me call it B. To get this B, we need to take this A plus C. Getting that this B. So for this case, let's take showing how that to get a form of here. But A plus C is equal to B, the terrain. So the area become half times B times H, like the same previous case, kama tulivyofanya kwenye triangle ya kwanza, nimerudi pale pale. So suppose they have give you the question which involving this case, pata swali linalohusiana na this is going to be able to find the area of for this case, suppose this is our triangle. Here. Okay. Suppose this is our triangle. So we need to find the area of this triangle. So for this case here, suppose I'm giving you here 3 meter, 2 meter, 4 meter. And this will say A, B, C, D. As I've told you how to use the formula above here. In order to solve this kind of problem, you need to understand how to get the base. The base here, we're going to take this 2 meter plus 4 meter to get this base. Our height, it is going to be 3 meters. Because here it is a right triangle. Our altitude is inside. This case, we are going to do this problem here. Either solution. For this case here, we need to analyze the base. So the base here, it is 2 meter plus 4 meter. Here we are getting 60 meters. This is our base. Our height, it will be 3 meters. So for this case here, we need to write the formula. And the main concept to remember here is how to get the base from this kind of triangle. Don't forget that you have got here 2 triangles. So if they are given this kind of triangle, you have to totalize the first length and the second length to get this base here. You must remember it always. So for this case, we need to write the formula for finding this kind of area of triangle. Saying that we're finding area of triangle ABC. ABD. So we are speaking about ABD, the whole triangle. So for this case here, we are writing the formula. This is half times base times height. I've already mentioned them at the top there. So this is half times base. Our base, it is 6 meters. And our height, it is 3 meters. On this concept, these 2 and 6, to give 3. But this meter is going to be existing. So we are taking 3 meters times 3 meters. We are getting 9 meters squared. And this is our area of triangle ABD. Don't forget to write meter squared because here meter times meter gives you meter squared. That's how we're supposed to solve this kind of problem. I think if we're going together, penda kuangalia umbo lingine la pembe tatu. Achanganyia. Yes. So, umbo lingine la pembe tatu, ikiwa tunapewa pembe tatu ambayo altitude iko outside, ile height imetoka kwa nje. So, area of sijui wenyewe nawapa muda wa statement. So, area of triangle with altitude outside. For instance, we're just drawing this. Here is where we're going to draw our altitude. The height is outside of this. Let's look in this figure. Not like this, it should be look like this. the height of this triangle is drawn outside. So what we're supposed to do here, how to find the area of this kind of triangle. Those that have got the triangle, this is A, here it is B, here it is C, you see here it is D. For this case, let us try to find the, just writing the name of the topic, area and perimeter. We're discussing on area of triangle first. This is topic number 2 in Form 4. So we are just going on this third case on how to find the area of triangle with attitude outside. The attitude is outside. As you know, we have discussed the simple right-angled triangle, the one which attitude inside, and now we're discussing the one with attitude outside. For this kind of triangle, if you look well, you have got 2 triangles. I've got this one, the big one, and I've got this one, the small one. So in order to find the area of this triangle, we are taking total area of big triangle. We are subtracting the area of this small triangle. And then we are getting the area of the whole triangle. How? Just writing and then I will explain it. You see? From here up to here, it is B, letter B. From here up to here, this is letter D. And from here up to here, letter E. Like that. And the height of this triangle, it is H. That's CB. So suppose they're asking you to find the area of this triangle. Here, the key concept is on how to use. If you look well, the full triangle, it is here. This one is what we're supposed to find here. Hii aina hii pembe tatu ninayoeleza ndio inatakiwa tutafute eneo lake. Sasa hivi kupata eneo la hii pembe tatu, tunachukua eneo la pembe tatu mzima. The whole one, the right, tunatoa na hapa karibu. It means that first we are finding the area of big triangle. So to get area of triangle aka kadogo kana B, hapa nitaandika A. Ana A, B, D. A, B, D. Equal to get the area of this small triangle, we are taking the area of this big triangle, A, B, C. Area of triangle A, B, C. We are subtracting area of this small triangle, which is B, C, B. Here. Hapa tunatumia zile kanuni zetu za kawaida za pembe tatu yenye kimo kwa nje. Height outside. So for this case here, we are finding the area of this big triangle, which is half times our base on this big triangle. It is letter E. Now here we are putting E times. Let me write base times height. But the base of this big triangle here, I'm just putting it E from here up to here, and the height it is H. This big one, this one. We are subtracting the area of small triangle, this one. Our base here, it is D, letter D, represented by letter D, and the height it is H. So we are taking B, we are multiplying by H. After doing this, so we are factoring out like letters. Zile herufi zinazofanana tunazitoa nje. Hapa tuna nusu, and here we have got half. So we are subtracting out half. Hapa tuna H, and here we have got H. Putting it outside. But what you're going to remain inside, nini kinabaki ndani? Hapa itakuwa imebaki E, ambapo hapa haipo. Not here. We are subtracting. Here we have got B. Like that. So if you look well, the area of this triangle is going to be half times H, bracket. But remember here, if I'm taking to get the length of this B, because this is the base on this small triangle which we need to find, we need to take this E and then we're subtracting this B. Why? Urefu wa kutoka hapa mpaka hapa tunakilisha kwa E, na urefu wa kutoka hapa mpaka hapa ni D. Kwa kumpata B, we are taking E, tunatoa na D. Yaani tunachukua urefu wa kutoka hapa mpaka hapa, tunatoa na urefu wa kutoka hapa mpaka hapa. We are getting this B. So here I'm just writing but we are saying that B is equal to E minus D, according to how I have explained. So here I'm putting it in B instead of E minus D. This is going to be the formula for finding area of triangle ABD. Kwa hiyo hii ni pembe tatu ambayo kimo kimechorwa kwa nje, sio ndani ya pembe tatu. Kwa hiyo hii ndio itakuwa kanuni yake. Kwa hiyo remember, if the attitude is placed outside, means that we are subtracting. But if the attitude is placed inside, means that we are adding. So for this, yes, now let us take a short break for me to review what I have done, and then I will come after 5 minutes. Tuchukue break kidogo, baada ya dakika 5 nitarudi. Asante.